I'm Jeremy from UNSWTV and I'm at the UNSW Careers Expo. And as you can see, I've suited up. I look fantastic, and that's because I've got a job interview. And not to brag, but I'm feeling pretty confident. Come on, try saying no to this. Oh, g'day.
Good morning, Jeremy. Thanks for coming in.
How's it hanging, Phil?
Good. Take a seat.
Thanks, mate. All right, what are we going to do?
Well, Jeremy, I'm just going to ask you a few questions just to get to know you a little bit better. First of all, I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, you know, I've had 3 relationships. Overall, I think I'm a very caring guy. I'm open to having new friends.
What we're looking for there is a fairly concise overview of the person. What are their qualifications? What are their interests, hobbies, kind of what makes up the person? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Well, the thing about me, Phil, is I'm like a laser beam, yeah? Like I will focus and I will hone in, and you know, one moment you're just doing your stuff and bam, I have your job.
What we're kind of looking for here is for the person to have a bit of a vision. What's their vision for the future? I wonder if you could tell us some of your weaknesses. In other words, an area that you could improve on.
To be honest, I'm really forgetful. I mean, it was probably because I went on a bender for a few days, but I actually, for a few days, didn't even know my own middle name. Like, how funny is that, right?
What we're really looking for here is predominantly something that's like a skill that you've identified that you can improve on, and you've actually got a bit of a plan. Could you tell us some of your key strengths, maybe your top 3 strengths?
Okay, for starters, I will drink you under the table. I'm also fantastic with the ladies, and I'm really good at looking like I'm busy when I'm not actually doing anything.
So again, what we're looking for here is a key strength that you've had that you can bring to the workplace. I wonder if you could tell us about the last company you worked for and why you left.
They kind of act like they fired me, but and then they say that I technically threw the first punch, but that's what I'm going to say in the matter.
Okay, well, we'll move on then.
Yeah.
So if you've worked for a company, you should always talk about it in a positive sense, even if the experience itself wasn't positive. Jeremy, I wonder if you can give an instance of a problem you've encountered at work. Given your expertise and experience, you were able to overcome it.
I worked at retail for a while, right? And I think my strength was like my people skills. So sometimes, you know, a customer would call up and ask for a certain product. Because I had other things to do with my time, I would pretend that we didn't have it to save other time. And that also let the customer want it even more. So I actually built desire. This bit of a problem-solving question, how did you approach the problem, and also how did you deal with it? Jeremy, why do you want to work for this company? Okay, I have a lot of gambling debts at the moment.
Well, it's not the answer we're looking for. We'll hand it over to you. Have you got any questions for me?
You know, I'm good, Phil. Thank you very much.
This last question is really designed for you to sell yourself. So you should have practiced. Very short wrap up at the end as to why you're the best candidate for the job. Jeremy, that's the end of the interview. Just like to thank you for your time, and we'll give you a call and let you know how you went.
No worries, Phil Meister. I will see you Monday.